So are you able to start by just telling me a little bit about yourself, your current position, and how long you've been using Covideo?
Sure. So I'm Michael Krisa. I'm the executive editor with Agent Inner Circle from agentinnercircle.com. And I've been using Covideo for, I'm going to say about the past 4 months now. But I've been using another email product for about 4 years and made the transition because I just find your staff is extremely friendly. Response time when I have an issue. Well, here's an example. I was doing a live presentation of Covideo in front of 100 people, and I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't log into my account. So nothing's more frustrating than working with children, animals, and software that you can't access. So I sent out a quick SOS email, then I moved on, and I would say within about a minute, I got a call back, and live on stage, out front of 100 people, we're walking through this to get the account to work. Now, they thought it was hilarious, but it was a testament to how great your customer service is that I could rely on it in a live situation and get the problem resolved.
That's incredible. I didn't know that story. Caitlin didn't tell me that. I don't know who you talked to here, but that's incredible. So how are you utilizing Covideo in your role, and what do you like about it?
So for me personally, as an executive editor, but also as a professional speaker, whenever I meet somebody that could be a potential client, I will send them a quick video saying, hey, it was great meeting you today. And I'll reinforce something that we talked about in our conversation. They may be someone who's hiring a speaker and they have challenges. You know, the last guy we hired was as dry as toast and our people hated them. So I'll touch on that point and say, and by the way, you mentioned that the last speaker was, dry as toast. Well, I come with peanut butter and jam and this is going to be awesome. That's my guarantee. So for me, I always try to extract some kind of nugget from the conversation that I can now put back into my personalized video message that will trigger something with them to say, hey, he's not just trying to sell me something. He's actually a human, somebody that I can work with.
Well, make sure to put that butter and toast thing in my follow-up video to you. So
there you go.
That can be my little nugget back to you. So how does Covideo help realtor clients make better connections with their new customers?
Well, I would say around the same thing when they've met somebody for a first time. Let's say at an open house is a good example. Someone's come through, they get a dialogue going, and they make a point of marking down those bullet points that are important. I'm looking for a home in the neighborhood. I've got 3 kids. We're looking for schools. I need a big backyard for the dog. Most realtors may send a note. That when they get back to the office, they'll write something, they'll drop it in the mail, which may or may not get there. It could take days, it could take weeks. But since you've already met that person, created that dialogue, there's a rapport. And what video does, it allows them to experience you one more time. And I call it a deposit in the account of know, like, and trust. And so if I can tap into that conversation, again, the important points that we had, you mentioned a dog is really important, having a yard for the kids. Well, it's going to be the bane of my existence to find you that perfect home to keep the kids in the yard, the dogs in the yard, and maybe your husband too. And, make a little joke out of it. Hopefully they have a sense of humor. And I've discovered that when I'm speaking with them. So with realtors, it's the same thing. If they can use the video as that tool, they're giving that potential client another opportunity to get to know, like, and trust them and experience who they are.
That's great. I love that. Can you tell me about a specific instance when you used Covideo that you felt it was particularly successful?
Yeah, for a speaking gig, I was working with a broker, and we had a great call on the phone. He was asking me questions, and immediately afterwards, I did a quick video, and I happened to be at home, and actually, it was Nicole. So what I did, I held up my whiteboard, and I started off my video by saying, hey, Nicole, please play the video. And what I find is, number one, it's a higher open rate because it's personalized to them. And there's a certain curiosity factor. Oh, the guy actually took time to do this. And then when I did the message, again, reinforcing the conversation that we had, and it was great meeting you, it was a slam dunk. She called me back and said, I just shared this video with my team, and you're the guy that we want, because not only are you talking about the technology, but we can see that you're actually implementing it, so you're walking your talk.
That's awesome. And that's crazy that her name is Nicole as well. Just worked out perfectly for this video and for this talk. So how do customers react to video when they get it for the first time?
I think for the first time, there's still that wow factor. It's almost like going under the Christmas tree and finding a new present. And because within my industry, real estate, it's still relatively new. Realtors, by and large, have been hearing about video for 5 or 6 years, but it's only now that they're actually starting to get over the fear and realizing that all it takes is a smartphone. And from the customer's point of view, I still believe that there is a true wow in the fact that, wow, you took the moment to do something like this, which is personalized. And again, I just don't think that they're receiving video emails on a regular basis. So it's a surprise, it's a wow. And again, taking it back to know, like, and trust, it's another deposit into that agent's account in terms of credibility. And the big thing is they're getting to experience you one more time.
That's incredible. I love it. That's awesome. I love hearing those reactions because I just started here a couple of months ago, and so it was just like incredible for me. I started getting videos like, this is awesome. So I love hearing those reactions. Last question. What would you recommend for other business professionals exploring video as a communication tool?
The first thing is, you've got a smartphone, get over the fact that you're not a movie star, right? And what I teach my students is good enough is good enough. There will never be a perfect video. And if you can get over that hurdle of, this is the way I look, well, here is a news flash. When you show up in person, that's the way you look, right? So if you can be congruent, and when you do a video, don't put on the, hi, here's my video voice, just be yourself. Be yourself, because everyone else is taken. And that's what your customers, that's what your clients are looking for. They're looking to make a connection. They're looking for someone who's authentic. Be that person by just doing a simple little video. And the other part is, it's called parasocial behavior. Our brain plays this little trick on us that we make the connection. Our brain will subconsciously make a connection with that person on the video. And if they like you, the video just reaffirms that. And again, it goes back to know, like, and trust. You don't have to push them on anything. They've made the decision that you're their friend, someone they can trust. They will do business with you.